Okay, welcome once again quickly. So, okay, so this is me. So this is the structure of the training, and of course, I do advise you go to certification. So this is how the training is going to be structured, actually. So, but there's another slide that explains this better. So yeah. So what I went through, what is testing? How do we do testing last week? So fundamental of testing, what's like manual testing. So, and like I need to reemphasize this actually. So some of us think, yeah, well, I need to know automation before you can do software testing. No, there are some roles in manual testing that you don't even need automation. So even if you don't know automation, I think you just need a bit of idea for you to be able to get some roles in manual testing. So, and for this particular course is for automation testing anyway. So there's another course for manual testing. So you should look into that. So automation testing is basically testing your application using some tools. So for this particular course, we are going to be using Selenium as a tool that you're going to use to test your software. So there are different tools. So this is the one that we're going to use, Selenium and Visual Studio, actually. So that's what we're going to use. So of course, there's still some people still use IDE. So, but we are focusing on Selenium WebDriver, and yeah. So I'll go to. So this is the architecture of Selenium. So you got Selenium WebDriver, you got your driver, and you got your browser. All of them actually kind of integrate together. So yeah, these are different roles in testing. Manual tester, you can actually do work with manual tester, but if you want to become automation engineer, then this particular course is for you. So yeah, I think I will skip the rest. So yeah, this is the salary scale for an automation tester. So different websites, and yeah, so that's it. So we're going to go through end to end on how to install your application when you want to do automation testing using Selenium with Specflow. So for this session, we are going to focus on Visual Studio 2022, which is new actually. So, and we're going to go through how you're going to install it. So that's me. Okay, to install Visual Studio 2022, you need to go to visualstudio.microsoft.com. So you got this. So last week, I think some people also said, okay, that's what you can have, but that's fine. So you can just select Community 2022, and so you are going to kind of download that. You click on that. So once you click on that, you got a window, and you click on continue, and you should select the .NET desktop development. So, but for some guys that you want to add other things, so you want to do Python development, you can select Python, and also you also have other bits like Azure development. But for automation testing, I think this should be enough for you. Just click on install, and that should do the magic for you. So then you have this particular screen opened. Then you click on not now, so that you can continue to the screen. So at this particular screen, you need to select Visual C#, right? Visual C#. So, and then select the type of color theme that you want. And then you can, yes, start that, then click on continue with code. And yeah, also that one, then you'll be able to get here. So, and that is a step. There's not much of difference from Visual Studio 2022 and Visual Studio 2019. So it's similar actually. So of course, you also need to manage the extension. So even if you already have Visual Studio 2019, and you install 2022, you still need to do this step. But so you need to do this step for every instance of your Visual Studio, because 2022 is a new instance that you've just installed. So you need to manage your extension. So you just need to go to open your Visual Studio, go to extension, manage extension. And once you get here, so you need to then search for Specflow. You will see Specflow for Visual Studio 2022, and you can download that. So once you downloaded that, it's going to ask you to close your Visual Studio. So once you close that, then you come back again. So yeah, so you close that. So then as you close it, actually, so this screen should appear. So ensure that you minimize your screen. So once you close your Visual Studio, you should see this particular screen. So if you did not see the screen, ensure that you kind of minimize all your open window. So once that is finished, you will see this particular screen. You can click on modify, and then you would continue to modify your Visual Studio Community 2022. And when it's finished, you should see the screen, then you can click on close. So then after that, open your Visual Studio. Whenever you can either go to start, then search for Visual Studio and click on Visual Studio 2022, then you should see the screen. So once it opens, I think, like I said last week, you just need to continue with our code for the first start, so we can go there. So there's some issues that you may encounter. For instance, if you don't see that particular pop-up, so I've already said you should ensure that you close all the windows. So, but later you might see some issues if you don't do this step properly. So your Specflow may not work properly. So, but I will let you know what you're going to see. But in some instances, also you might also be seeing this particular screen that will pop up. So what you just need to do is that you say next, and then close, or you can just close it. So it's just information screen for you. So if that's okay. So yeah, so that is that concerning the extension. So the next step is now creating your first project. So, and to create your first project is quite simple. It's similar to what we learned last week. So you just click on new project, and so you might see this screen. Then also, if you see that screen, just search for Specflow. So once you search for Specflow, you will see this particular Specflow template. Then you can click on, select it, and click on next. So when you see that, then this screen opens. So you need to select the right location that you want, and also the name of the project. So for instance, I've said my blue sky, and the location, so that once is this one, then as this name of the project is similar to the name of solution. So you leave this one unchecked, and after that, yeah, click on create. So that will lead you into it. So this is different from 2019. You will see .NET 3.0, but now you've got .NET 6.0. So if you select that, .NET 6.0 is a new .NET version. So, and then you can click on create, that will start for you. And then you will see the visual on your framework created for you. This is also different from 2019. The folder structure is now different. Now they've kind of added the support. I'll go through folder structure in a moment, but this is not a bit different from what we had in 2019. So it's been a bit neater. So this is what you're going to have. So you should check that to ensure that you have all this structure. So yeah, so you can build your framework, and then that you are ready. So if you don't have your Test Explorer displayed, so you need that as well. So you can go to Test and Test Explorer, and then you will be able to see your text explorer at the left-hand side of your screen. So that is creating your first project. So I know I've gone through this very, very fast. So, but I will be able to do the workshop later. So the next one that you need to do is the folder structure. So I spoke about this before. So the design architecture that you have. So as you know, from what I showed to you before, so you have driver already created for you when you use Specflow templates. So the features folder is created for you. By the way, the driver, you need to store all your drivers for each of the browser that you're going to use in this particular folder. And also you have the feature folder that you are going to use for your Specflow features. So that's where you should store all of them. And now you have the step definition folder. So in 2019, this was called steps, but in 2022, it's now called step definitions. So which I think is a better name. So actually, because even in 2015, I will call this step definitions, but because then in 2019, that step was created automatically for you. So you don't need to create it again. So then there's a new folder that is added now, which is the support. But however, they remove the hook, which I don't think is a wise decision, to be honest. So I would still create the hook. So they have the support. Before now, I always advise people to create utility folder, but I think that is now the support now. So you can put every common or helper classes in your support class now. So which I think that is a purpose for creating that. So now, so this left-hand side are the folders that Specflow template created automatically for you. So you need to create these folders now. So you need to create a folder for your page objects. This is where you are going to store your page objects. So we should talk about what are page objects. So, and also you also have your test data. So you store your test data here. And like I said, so because they removed the hook folder, I still believe that you need to create that. So at the end, this is what you should have. But I would let you know how you can create folders for those that don't know how to create folders. So if you want to create any folder, so what you just need to do is right-click on your project. Don't right-click on the one that says solutions. Right-click on the one without the solution, that's your project. And then click on add, click on new folder. So once you do that, it's going to open something like this for you. So then you can create your folder. So this is kind of a 2019 screenshot. Actually, as you can see, this is what was there before. So, and then you would, this is what I would normally propose before the 2019, but now this is a new structure that I'm going to propose for you. So that is that. So, and that's how to create your folder structure. So, and this is where I'm going to stop now. So then we'll start the workshop so that I'm able to ensure that everybody keep up to the pace. Okay. Okay, for you to install Visual Studio, so you just go to visualstudio.microsoft.com and come in there. So download. So that is going to download for you, right? And then click on that. And that should start installing. Okay, because I have got it installed, so I think this is what you have. Let's see if I even say modify. So yeah, so this is if you started installing, so this is what it would take you. So you can click on this one. Like I said, So for those guys that you want to try your hands on Python, you can click on that to install Python. And this is also a good tool for those guys that are interested in Azure SDK. Another one that I think is also good for those guys that you think, oh, I want to lay my hands on data science or data analytics. This is also very good. You can see it's got Azure Data Lake, Hadoop, and also SQL Server with it. So you can actually, install. Of course, if you start with this, you can come back later and update based on, as you've seen me, as you've seen right now, that's what I did. So, but for automation testing that we're doing right now, this is enough, okay? So you just kind of, click on that, install Y, then click on install. So, and you would see install. If I click on the, so you can see my is now having modified, but I don't need that anyway. So, but you will, instead of seeing modify, you see install on your bit. So, and that should start the installation based on what I've got on my screen. So based on what I have here, sorry. Yeah, so based on what you have here. So the next thing that you would need to do right after this bit is here. So you just need to say, that should open. So you just click not now. Yeah.
I don't think I can see anything because I can only see the Microsoft.
Oh, okay. All right,
they
cool.
say thank you for downloading. Nothing. We can't see anything.
Okay. Sorry, apologies for that. Let me share the screen again. So how about now? So
it's okay now.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right, cool. All right, thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. So so you should see this one, and you just need to click on not now or maybe later. So then select the development settings that you want. We are going to use C#, so of course you need to select Visual C#, and for some guys, you might, select the dark one because you look cool. It looks like you're a developer. Yeah. So, that's fine. So I can recommend that you do that. That's as well. So, but you can as well change this later anyway. So, So then you get the screen, you just continue without code. Or if you know what you do, you can create a new project straight away, actually. So that's another thing. But normally, because I like to kind of make things clean so that you don't need to mix things up. So just continue without code. That should take you to this place where you have your Visual Studio opened without any projects at all. So so that is that. So any question here? So can I just have like yes if you've been able to install it? And no, if not, wait for me if you are still kind of behind. Yeah, thank you. I've seen some yeses. So, okay. So after we've done that, I'll move to the next level. Okay. So if you are still on that, so just wait for me. So wait a few minutes. So let's see more yeses. Yeah. Okay, and if you are struggling, you can say, oh, I've got issues here. So, okay, that's good. I can see download button. So let me share my screen again. So, or do you want to share your screen? That's another thing. If you want to share your screen, I can give you permission to be able to do that, if that's okay.
I'm actually using my phone for the meeting and trying to download on my system. So
Okay.
I'm unable to share
Okay.
the screen.
Do you mind sending that to, okay, maybe do a screenshot of what you're seeing and send it to Telegram group, if that's okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so then we can, it's good to see what you're seeing. So, okay.
Sorry, what's the link to download this, please?
Okay, cool. I will send this out now again. Okay, this, for those guys using Mac, all right. To be honest, I kind of have a kind of weird idea or impression, maybe it's even a bad one anyway, about Mac. Sometimes I feel like if you're using Mac, you need to be techie. You need to be techie, actually. So, and if not, then I think that my yeah, that's not right. So okay, so for Mac, I think you should see download for Mac as well. So it should be the same thing. So yeah, so I think that's fine. You can even if you're getting your system, I think you can still do this system today. So there's a section for Mac, isn't it? So let me share my screen again. 1 minute. I don't recommend using Mac actually, but if you're using Mac, so you should just kind of download this one, right? And that should, yeah, do the work for you.
So if not using that one, we can download the first one.
Yes, if you're using Windows, download for Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so from the screenshots that we have on Telegram, right? So, so I think you can still kind of do the free download, all right? So I'm not sure why you're saying different thing, right? So it doesn't. So can you let me know whether you kind of use the right link? This one I sent now, right? Is that where you
Yes,
start
I did.
from? Okay, so you click on
And
that.
then I saw free Visual Studio. I think I got distracted in between. So
okay, can you click on that link again? Can you click on that link again?
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, 1 minute. I'll share my screen. Then you can let me know if we are seeing the same thing. Okay, so 1 minute.
Sir.
Okay, so you're on this screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm also talking to the lady as well.
No.
Hello? Yeah, can you go to this screen? Can you go to this URL, visualstudio.microsoft.com?
Okay, that's not what I'm seeing. Okay, yeah, I'm there now.
Okay, cool. I think it's possible you are doing the same thing because the version that you sent is called version 17.0 as well. But however, if you can see this, then you should be able to mouse over. You can just click on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and click on Community 2022.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. All right, brilliant. So, okay. So let's,
Sorry, please, sir, come again. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
okay.
After the installation, so the next page will be a kind of where you will need to select which one you want to install. So which one do we install then?
Okay, 1 minute. I'll come back to that. So for those so I think someone said I should quickly share this one again, right? So you need Visual Studio 2022 from this link. Okay, are we good on this one?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
please.
All right, cool. So I think after that, you would kind of download. So I will quickly share the PowerPoint again. No, not that one. Okay, so you should see. Okay, so you should see that downloaded. Then you should see the screen, right?
No, we can't see anything. What's this?
No, that means you've not clicked on this. So, or you should go to your download folder and double click on that.
No, I think you're just showing us one screen.
Oh, okay. Sorry, 1 minute. I think I need to share.
Okay.
Okay, so you should see, you should see this downloaded. So it actually depends on the type of browser that you're using, right? So if you're using Chrome like myself, it would kind of download at the bottom. So then you can click on it. But if not, just go to your download folder and double click on that VS Community 75.exe. All right.
So I clicked on it and it's telling me, do you want to run this file?
Of course, you want to run it.
Run it. Okay.
Hello, DJ, please.
Hello, hi.
What I have here is a VS Community 61. Why yours is 75?
61. Okay, because this is okay. I don't think you need to worry as long as you've downloaded the right one. So 1 minute, let me check what I've got on the folder itself. Okay, you don't need to worry because the 75 actually, so if I can show you, is just kind of what's it called, a GUID. So yours might be different.
And one more thing I noticed
so
is that
this is mine. Actually, it's got the 75 is just like a GUID, right? So that's what you need to open.
then where you did the selection of the Community 2022, it wasn't displaying like that on the screen. Yes, this same page wasn't displaying like that. I just have a icon where it display Visual Studio 2022.
You
Mm,
scroll down a bit.
Okay.
okay, are you okay now?
Yes. Okay,
Okay,
proceed.
cool. Okay. All right, cool. So, you get to this point and you do the installation. So, and this is the point that you need to select the right workload that you need. So I've already proposed that you do the .NET desktop development, and then you click on install. And that should be, yeah. So at this point, you just need to kind of not now, maybe later. Then click on Visual.
Sorry, Deji.
Okay.
What do we select there? From the list, which one did you select to install?
You mean
From the
on this
previous
one?
page. On this one, yeah.
Yeah, .NET development.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So we can continue, right? So I think that then this one, so just continue on that. So this one, select the Visual C#, and yeah, then so I would kind of propose that you do the dark one, but if you want to go for the blue contrast, that's okay. So and yeah, so then at this point you just continue with our code.
Sorry, David.
Yeah.
After you click the .NET this thing, it takes some time for Visual Studio to download. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
you are
still
right.
waiting
It's
for
still
it. I'm still waiting
downloading.
for it to download. So you're quite far ahead of where I am already. I'm still waiting for it to.
Are you talking
download.
about
Uh,
right?
no, after this, I'm after this step.
Okay. So are you
No,
here?
no, you skip one step. Yes, this one. I'm
Oh, this is the point
yeah,
that you are.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's the download.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
where I am too.
Okay. What percentage are you on the download? Let's see if you can.
I'm 100% on
Mine
that.
is on 2%.
But
Mine
it's
is on
2%.
2% and 1%. Yeah.
Okay. You need to change your internet provider.
Okay.
So for those guys that are using Econet, so I don't know, but change to a better provider. So I'm just kidding. But it should be quick as from here. So for those guys that you just need to, it will take you to this point, to be honest. So when it finishes. So
Sorry, please, when at this point here, if you're using the professional version, it asks you to select the workflow. Is it advisable to go with that?
I would not advise you to go for professional version because it's going to be the trial one, right? So you have to pay later, right? Or your license will expire. I think it's going to give you, is it 60 days or thereabouts? I don't know how long anyway. But community.
No, I just got the license for it. So
Oh, you got the license for it. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Then it's brilliant. Then you can continue using that. So what's the issue?
It's asking if I want to install the workflow of Visual Studio Workflow.
Where's that? Do you want to share your screen if you don't mind, so I can see?
I'm using two different machines.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Do you want to do a screenshot and put on a Telegram so I can? It will be good to, because I can only visualize what you're seeing. I don't know. So I think I will. I don't want to confuse you or give you wrong information, if that's fine. So if you can put it on Telegram, yeah, that's fine. So,
Okay.
okay. So, Robert, yeah, he said, if you have Visual Studio Community, can you just update to 2020? I think that is possible, but I have not done it with 2022. So you can give that a try, actually. So, for yeah.
Okay.
But I would just say install it, then uninstall the other one. Yeah. So okay, someone said you can. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. So you can, yeah. So okay. So if you have that, so you can do that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. From here now. So for those guys that have already got here, so just install that one. Yeah. So and yeah, select the Visual Studio C#, Visual C#, and then you got that one. And then, so yeah, that's you installed. So if you are just joining, you just need to go to this particular website to install Visual Studio, which we are going to use for the automation. So that is a link. So once you are there, you need to install community version. So you click on that. So that should download for you. So you click on that application. So then you should see the screen I'm about to share now.
Digi.
Yes, please.
So sorry, quick one. This 2022 version, does it come with the 6 nugget, or we still have to download the 6 nugget? Remember 2019, the one you ran us through last week, we added all the 6 nuggets, but does this 2022, does it come with the 6 nuggets?
What do you mean by 6 nuggets?
Huh?
What you said 6 nuggets?
Yeah, that's the Selenium.
Oh, okay. Nugget packages.
Yeah, nugget packages. Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think. Yeah, you have to add it as well. Yeah. So we get to that point anyway. So yeah. More. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So if you already downloaded that, so you should get to this point, then just install that. Then once at this point, you need to select the .NET desktop development and click on install. So once you've done that, so you should get to this point. So then you click on not now, maybe later. So then after that, select the development settings, which are C#. So once you click on that, then select the development settings that you want. And yeah, you click on next and continue with our code. So then that should take you to this point. So, okay. So I think we just need to kind of move on. So let's check the on Telegram. Okay, so I think that Olu Ola was saying, which one do you need to select? I just showed that. So you need to select the .NET. So I think this is a question that you were asking on Telegram. So which one do you need to select? So this is the one. So you can select this one and click on install. So that is a question on the Telegram. If that's okay. So I think it's been a long anyway. So okay, thank you. Someone already even answered that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks. So okay, all right. So let's continue from Yeah. So
Hi, did you?
I
For me, I don't really know what is going on, but the thing is very slow. I'm still on 78% at the moment.
okay. So
So
I think slow and steady wins the race, right? They said.
sure.
Okay, so we continue anyway. So I think you catch up. So okay, cool. Now to add your extensions, so you need to go to extensions, click on manage extensions. Then on your search box, search for Specflow, press enter, and this should be displayed. So you can select that. So because I have installed mine, that's where you can see the green tick. You can see this extension is already installed. If you haven't installed it, you will see the download button. So I will show you what you should see now. So you should see, yeah, you should see download like that. So then you can click on the download button. Once you click on that, then you should see this yellow stripe at the bottom. As you say, your changes will be scheduled, which means that you've not actually finished it. It's still scheduled. You need to close your Visual Studio now. So at this point, I would say close your Visual Studio. So that's why I put the screen, close it. So then you should see this pop-up window. So if you don't see this pop-up window, right, what you need to do is make sure you minimize all your opened windows, and then you might see. So that's very, very important. Yeah. So okay. For me, I've already got it installed anyway. So okay, any question on this one?
So when you click close your Visual Studio
Okay.
on a box, you click modify.
Oh, there's an echo coming from your end. I'm not sure that you got two devices there.
Can you hear me?
There's still echo.
I'm using two laptops, that's why.
Yeah, you need to unmute one or remove the voice from one of them. That's okay. Okay, do you want to try again?
I will just nice.
Okay, any other question? Okay, all right. So I'm going to assume that everybody has.
The Specflow, I didn't get, my one is not coming up, please.
Okay, it's not. Why did you do this? Did you click on download?
Yes, it's not even coming up at all.
What do you mean that it's not coming up? Okay, do you want to share your screen, please?
Yes. Says I can't.
Fine.
Okay, let me try again. Okay. So here, right?
The extension. You click on extension.
Okay.
Manage extension. So So Tessie is also asking, do I click on create new project? No, you don't need to create a new project for now. So you just need to click on extension, manage extension. Then Maya, if you go to the search on your left, on your right rather, right? Search, yeah. So then type Specflow. Then press enter. So that's that, and click on download. This particular step is only done once, and it's easy for someone to forget it. I was actually called into a meeting when someone that was employed was not, as a senior person, actually was not able to install Specflow successfully. Everything was fine, but it was not working. It's actually happened that the guy didn't add the extension at all.
Okay.
So this is very, very important because you are going to do it once. And if you are also giving a laptop, it's possible they might have done it for you or not. So that's another thing. You need to know this step. And even after this, you might not need to do it again until you have a new installation of Visual Studio. So it's also very, very important not to forget this step so that once you have another installation of any Visual Studio or you got a new laptop or a new screen, you don't forget this particular step. It's very, very important so that you do it. So yeah, so now, Mayor, you need to click on close and then close your Visual Studio. So you should see a pop-up window. You need to close that. You need to close at the top.
This one.
Yeah, that one. Okay, so that you've got a lot of things open at the bottom. So the screen might be in the next screen. So you need to minimize everything that you've got opened right
Okay.
now. So
Thank you.
okay, you've seen that, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so Tessie, do you want to share your screen? So if that's fine, or are you okay?
I'm actually on Zoom with my phone and I'm downloading it on my laptop.
Okay, so and this is very, very important for everyone, right? So if you, for the next time, please do ensure that you do on one system. This is very, very important. So I know for the other courses, they might ask you to use two systems, but for this one, it will be important to use one system so that because we are going to be doing this often, share your screen so that we're able to see what you are seeing. I'm going to share my screen, so just to put you through that. Okay, I think someone is sharing the screen. Is that Wale Cox? Yeah, okay. So that was.
Hello, sir.
Hello, 1 minute, sorry. When you click on manage extension, this is what you have. Then after that, you should type Specflow here.
Okay.
So then after you type Specflow here, you should see Specflow here and click on download. So once you click on download, you should see this yellow stripe like that, saying that your changes are scheduled. So you need to close Visual Studio. So you close this screen and you close Visual Studio as well. So that once you do that, so you should see this window. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think someone was saying something before.
Yeah. Hello, sir. It's me. Okay. Sorry, please. How can I share my screen?
There will be a share button on Zoom. So are you on a laptop or on your phone?
Yeah, I'm using my phone to join the Zoom, but I'm using a laptop to install the Visual Studio.
So that is what I said before. So for the next time, you need to use both of them, or I would advise you to do now, right? So if you want to share your screen, you need to share on the same computer that you're on.
Okay, because I already installed, it has been downloaded.
Yeah, you can just kind of log into Zoom from the computer that you're on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. Okay, so any question?
Just
Okay.
one quick one.
Okay.
Yeah, once you have downloaded Specflow and close the box,
Hold on,
I got a pop-up.
1 minute, 1 minute. So because I just want to correct the terminology, you've not downloaded Specflow.
Okay.
Right. You've added Specflow as an extension to
Okay.
Visual Studio. Okay. So because this is the thing that you have to say at interview when they say, have you installed your framework from scratch, from beginning? So the first step, installation of Visual Studio, you've done that. The second step now, now add the Specflow extension to Visual Studio. That is how to do it. All right. Okay, please continue.
All right. After that, I got this pop-up to sign into Visual Studio. Is that correct? Or do I have to
You've
close?
got the pop-up to sign into Visual Studio. Is it after you close down your Visual Studio, right?
Yeah, I've done all that.
So then have you also kind of finished? You got the pop-up for Visual Studio for Specflow as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it should be fine. Hold on, do you want to share your screen or?
I'm using two screens as well, sorry.
Oh, okay. All right, so the same thing, please, next time, yeah, I think for those that are using two screens, please do join on Zoom, right? Because I think it should be easier for you to just join. Just use the same laptop that you are connecting, installing.
Okay, I'll try to join now.
Because that is better. So I'm going to share my screen.
Mr. Deji, I'll say something quickly.
Yes, please, Kwame.
Yeah. So with Visual Studio, although it's free, the community version, they give you 30 days, and with that, they will give you that prompt of signing in with a Microsoft account so that you can have it free forever. But if you don't sign in within 30 days, they will kind of seize that license from you, although it's free. So that's a way they share that product as a free product. So some of you will notice over time that it will give you occasional prompts that you have to sign in into Visual Studio. But if you have Outlook or Hotmail or MS Live or any Skype account, any of the Microsoft accounts, Azure accounts or whatever, you can be able to sign in and continue to use it. But as some of you will join projects, you may use your project ID name or whatever that you have to also sign in. But it's normal to see that pop up, but you can still work with it for the next 30 days.
All right, thank you so much, Kwame, for that. For those guys that are still confused what he's talking about, we still get to that point. I think what Kwame is saying is just prompting you actually, because you're going to see that message, but you will be clear when you see that message actually. So, and if you are not sure what Kwame is saying, don't worry. Once you see the message, you will definitely know. It will ask you to log in, right? So all your subscriptions are expired, then you need to kind of log in. So yeah. So, and if you are not sure what to do after you see the message, talk to Kwame. He's one of the mentors as well. So yeah. And it's quite good, to be honest. All right, let's move on. So for the last person that I spoke to, so I'm going to assume that you've done this, right? You've seen this one. So, and also you've done this one. You've done this, right? and you've closed your Visual Studio and you are here, right? Or when you log in, when you log in, I think maybe what Kwame is saying, that's what you see. He asks you to kind of log in or something like that.
Yeah, that's correct.
So yeah, that's fine. So what you need to do, let's say you are at this particular point, right? Just click on continue. And like Kwame also say, if you already have Visual Studio on license or Visual Studio account or Microsoft account, right? It's free anyway. So just create Microsoft account with Outlook or with your normal email address, and that would do that for you. Yeah. So, okay, all right, cool. So let's continue. So this is the place that we are now. So once you have that, you just click restart your Visual Studio and you're at this point. Okay, so and like I said, yeah, we've found this issue, I think, with Maya, and I think we're able to minimize every screen and we're able to continue. So then let's move to step number 3. This is where we are going to stop here because of the time. So step number 3, which is the test project, creating your test project. So I'm going to go now. So from here, when you want to create your test project, just go to click on File, click on New, and Project. File, New, Project. Okay. So I think I get the point. I don't get why some people are logging in with different devices now, because you want to see the screen and you want to be performing the operation. So whichever suits you, actually, that's fine. But sometimes I do ask people to share their screen. You need to also know that as well. So yeah. So, and I would say that on the screen that you are working on, also log in onto Zoom. So you might have like 2 Zoom sessions. Maybe that might solve it. So, okay. So once you click on File, you click on New Project, it takes you here. So let's do that again. File, New Project. It takes you to this point. So you will not see this. So let me remove that. So this might be something that you see, but this you will see as you add project to your Visual Studio. So the next thing that you need to do is to look for Specflow. So you could as well just go down and start looking for Specflow, but that is not advisable. Just search, type Specflow here. So then once you do that, it comes up. So select this particular one, right? Specflow project, that's what you want to do, and click on next. So, and one thing I also need to say is like, not every Selenium project that you create will have Specflow. Some of them don't use Specflow. Specflow is good because it's got BDD actually. So we're going to talk about that later. What is BDD? Why do you use it? When is it used? So that's going to be another session on its own set. So, but for now, we just want to cover the installation so that you get used to that. So yeah, Specflow, you select that and you click on next. So then select your project. Let's say you call your project Blue Sky Project. Let's say project A. That's my project. So then you select the location that you want to store your file. I'm going to store that code here. So on C Blue Sky code. So I select the folder at this particular point. So if you don't have the folder, you can, I would say, just create a folder on your C drive, call it Blue Sky Citadel, and then maybe code or whatever, but you can store it anywhere. But one thing I would say, don't store it on your document folder, don't store it on your download folder, don't store it on your desktop folder, because that comes with some complexity, because in your document folder, you have some spaces in the folder path, so which can actually create issues for you. So create your folder structure on the C drive, and so don't put any space on it, right? If you are writing blue sky, don't say blue space sky space citadel. Everything should be one word, right? So the same thing when you start to write your code, right? And you want to give a name, make sure there's no space. This is very, very important. So yeah, so this is the location I want to store mine now. So, okay, I select
Sorry.
that location. Yeah.
What about the font size of the name?
There's no font size actually. So yeah, of course you would start from your C drive and click on new, right? And you can, yeah, do whatever you want to do from there, right?
Sorry, I think what I meant to ask was, I think the C in the Citadel is capital letter, or should everything be?
Yeah, it's fine. You can use camel case. It's called a camel case, like a camel box. It's fine because you want to kind of have a way to know that this is not one word. There are two words, right? So you just start with every word with capital letter. So blue start with capital letter, then sky start with capital letter. Let's say I want to now say citadel now, blue sky citadel. I'll start the C with capital letter as well, right? It's called camel case. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think let's continue. So okay, that's a good question anyway. As you can see, this one as well is actually the same approach here. So my B start with capital letter, my S start with capital letter, my project start with capital letter, and the next one I just put capital letter as well. So you start everything like that. So yeah, so every of your word will start with capital letter, but don't do something like this. This is not good, and don't also do something like that. So, and if you are going to say blue sky citadel project, so that is fine, but don't put a space. So that's fine. So yeah, but in some cases, because this is a project, so, and I don't think it's even advisable to kind of put blue sky project or something like that. So do you get it now? So, and you put the name of the project. Let's say this project is prep major. Okay, something like that, blue sky prep major, like that. Or you can just say prep major. Yeah. So, and yeah, that's that. So, and don't check this one. It's used for different purpose. If you check this particular box, it's going to place your solution and project in the same directory. But sometimes it's good to kind of put them in different directory. So you have your solution as a parent directory, and you have your project as the subdirectory inside your solution, which is really, really good because when you have more, because you can have more than one project in we can have more than one project in a solution. So, and that makes your folder structure to be tidy actually. So then after that, you click on create. I think I've got one question. So is it okay? Okay, like I said don't put it in your users as well. So I won't, Robert, I won't put it on my users. So at your C drive, create your project at that point. So that is what I can recommend to you. So don't put it on our users.
Okay.
Excuse me. And yeah, another reason because of that is like your users has got another permission in itself, right? Because it's only it's only you that can access that particular user drive, right? So, but I would say put it on your C drive. So it's okay if you remove the user and say C semicolon and read and then source and go on like that. That's fine. But I won't put it on the users folder for a start. But of course, if you know what you are doing, that's okay. As long as you know when the issue comes, you know how to resolve it. Okay. All right, cool. So let's continue. Then you click on create. So now, like I said, in 2019, right, you have .NET Core 3.1. After that, they've done .NET 5.0 and they've done .NET 6.0. So for this, it won't be, I think for 2017, you have Net Framework, but now it was moved to .NET Core. But now you can use .NET 6.0. So yeah. So, oh, okay. I think. Okay, I think I get the question now. Okay, because the question that someone actually asked, this is good, actually. I didn't even see that, actually, because I think, I don't know who actually asked the question that in 2019, right, you have Specflow, Specflow runner. Yeah. So for here, we don't have that, right? So I think that is a big difference, which I think is a big difference, to be honest. So yeah, so we might have to add Specflow to this project, but let's continue anyway. We get to that one, we solve it. So you can decide
Specflow
to use.
is that you find the Specflow runner if you select 3.1.
Okay,
.NET
all
Core
right, thank you.
3.1.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. That's brilliant. Thank you. So. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. That's brilliant. Okay. So I think let's just use that then. So if that's fine, yeah. So I'll prefer to use the Specflow runner if that's okay.
Sorry, Reggie.
Yes, please.
You can also, so you've got .NET 5.0. It's also got Specflow runner in there as well.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Thank you. So I think this is interesting because one. So these are one of these things that you see at interviews, right? When you're talking about, have you developed test framework from scratch? You know, when you're not talking about, oh, I use 5.0 because it's got Specflow runner, but I don't use 6.0 because it hasn't got Spec. Do you get all the point now? So this is very, very important now. When you are actually saying this at interview, it becomes that you are learned, you know what you're talking about. You've kind of gone through this process several times. So, and I will also advise you not to stop today, even if you have already been able to set it up today, do it as many times as possible, right? Set up different framework, you can delete it and start all over again. So you get used to that. So to be honest, I don't remember how many frameworks I've kind of created in my life. So in the course of doing this, so please do it every time. And to be honest, you might get it wrong get it right, get it wrong. Don't worry. To be honest, I also sometimes get this thing wrong, even though I've done it several times. So it is okay. So and yeah, and thanks to everybody that's been able to contribute to that. I didn't even know this actually. Yeah. So yeah, let's go for .NET 5.0, which is your Specflow runner. And also, like I said before, you can as well use NUnit. But one thing with NUnit is like the reporting is not that great. You have to, but if you're using Azure DevOps, you can get your report from there. That's fine. But Specflow runner has got a beautiful report that you can use, so you can leverage on that. So if you want to use XUnit, that also is fine. So this also could be another interview question on different test runner that you could use, why you select one. So someone will say, I don't use MS Unit, MS Test because I don't fancy it, or I use Specflow runner because it's got beautiful report. I don't need to kind of do heavy lifting to get my report. I use SUnit because it's got beautiful assertions, right? Because it's NUnit is very, very good with assertion, actually. So if you are heavy on asserting or confirming or validating your test and everything, NUnit is brilliant for that. So for reporting, Specflow is the best, better in my own opinion, to be honest. So okay. All right, let's continue on this one. So, and yeah, we select the Specflow runner and we click on create. Okay. All right. So now, as you can see, this is the folder structure that is created for you automatically. So before now, in 2019, you would have driver feature. This was called steps, not step definitions, actually. And instead of this support folder, you have hooks folder, right? These are the folder that is created for you automatically, as you can see here. For some of you, you may not see this. You may not see the solution explorer. So let's assume that I can't see it. I close it, right? And I close this one. I can see something like this. How can I bring those screen back? Because they are very, very important. And let's say I don't see this one as well. I close this. I find myself here. So you would necessarily look at views, right? View is for you to view something. In most cases, Windows view or something like that. So view, and you can see solution explorer from there. As you can see, solution explorer is one that shows your folders, your solution, your project. So you click on that. That is the solution explorer. So each of the files that you created, they've got properties. They show the type of the file, they show the name of the file. That when you click on this, it will show the properties, but it's not showing now because I've closed the property file. So on window. So now I can go to view again and say, where is properties window? I want that open. Yeah, that's that. And as you can see now, it's covering my Explorer, Solution Explorer. What will I do? So now, this is what you need to do now. So you go to Windows now. So you got your solution and your Explorer. I just drag this into a different site. So that's one. So you can stick it, right? So let's say I put that is now stable. So, but if you want to make it auto hide, you can click on that. So, but now what I want is that I want my property on screen, this window, to be at the bottom here. I don't want it just floating around. So there's a technique that you need to do. Drag it like that. This is your property window, but I want it to be at this level, yeah, at the bottom of this solution explorer. That's the standard place that you normally put it. So what you now need to do is just drag it down and you put it there. So, and that is it. So that is it, where it needs to be. So the property window shows the property of a particular file. As you can see, this is a file implicit using, that's a file. When I click on it and I can see the property of that particular file, it's showing the file name, it's showing the path, the full path of the file and some other information as well. So that's that. So, and this is the file. I'll come back to the file structure again. There's another window that you need as well, is your Test Explorer window. So for you to bring that out, you need to click on Test and you need to click on Explorer, Test Explorer. So once you have that, you see this is the Test Explorer. This is a file that would kind of display all your tests, right? What your tests that you are doing. So this also might be floating like that, right? So you need to put your mouse down as if you are dragging the screen, right? Just do as if you are dragging the screen. Drag it and drag it to the left. So as you can see, that is that. So drag it to the left and you can do that. Then once you drag it to the left, you can minimize the screen. So I don't think that is proper. So this is not yet done properly. So let's see that one. Okay, that is better. So that is what I want. So I can now minimize it. So I want this on the left-hand side. I want this on the right-hand side. So, and as you can see here, there's nothing here yet. And here, there's something there. So what you need to do for your file to appear, it actually says there, build your solution to discover all your available tests. So to build your solution, click run and click run all to build. So you can go to build and yeah, you can build your solution right from there. Build solution, that will do everything for you. So I think there's also here run all tests. that also should do it for you as well. So let's say we click on run or test. So it's saying that there is a build issue. So let's say no. So one thing that we can do is let's build our solution here. So right click and build solution. Okay, so now this is good. So we kind of find ourselves in the first issue, right? So which is saying that the feature is not available. 1 minute. Feature global. Let's see what that is. Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. So basically, so this particular in essence, actually, this CX file, it's totally new. As you can see, it was just added for us. So for me, I don't think we need it for a start. So I would just delete it for a start. So let's delete it. So, and then I'll build my test again. So I think this is another one. So where's that from? Global settings. Okay, let's do a clean here. Okay, so we're just going to do like a clean solution, and we're going to build. Okay, so it seems to see complaining about this. So think, okay, so which is a new thing, to be honest. So in 2022, actually, yeah. So last week, this is the reason I actually said that, yeah, most companies will not use 2022 because it's come with its own issues and also learning curve as well. So, and I can say this is the second time I'm going to use 2022. So, but I will try to fix this before the next meeting that we're going to have. So, but one thing I really want to establish before we do go is that you are able to see this particular screen here, right? You can see all the file structures, right? So you can see the driver, the features, the step definitions, and the support. So, and you can as well create your own page object. That's another thing I recommended. So you just need to right click and add new project. So one thing before, so that I don't, one thing that I also recommend, let me just, okay. So for those guys that want to start your new project quickly, so it's file new project. So I'm going to do that quickly now. So that is the step. So Specflow, select that and click on next. So select the name. Let's say I say blue sky, Citadel, prep, major B. So I want to store in this location. Then I click on create. So we've seen, say we want to use, let's even try 3.1 this time around. So then next. Okay, so that is what you need. So, and Okay, so as you can see, I can't see my Explorer, so I can go and say, okay, I want the Explorer to be shown. So that's it. So we got this one now. So you need your page objects. So right click on your project, not your solution. This is your solution folder, but you need to right click on the project. Right click and add new folder. You need page object folder. Page objects, and then you need your hooks. Add new folder hooks. So when we meet next week, we start on what you need to put on these folders. So this is where we're going to stop. Yeah, any question quickly?
Deji.
Yes.
Yeah, for some of us that we are still unable to get the visual install, so are we still gonna get some help in going through all these things, or we just have to figure it out ourselves?
Okay, so this video will be available for you to use. Actually, I'll say it's going to be straightforward. So there might also be another workshop.
This meeting is
where
being
should I? Where
Just
shall I?
place it at the bottom.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
Very before the project, right?
Yeah. And build. So it solves that, but then it's going to ask you that there's a binding attribute in the step definition, which you can fix with the Nugget package. Yeah. Just build and clean.
Also, hold on. Which one is that? Is this one actually, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Project.
Save it. Make sure you save it.
So there's a project group already at the top. So I think I just need to add it to the top.
The language version, yeah. Paste is fine. Put it there.
Otherwise, it's going to complain.
It'll still work.
Okay, let's clean solution and build again. Okay, that didn't work for me.
Place separately.
Sorry?
Place it separately.
Okay.
Did you save it? Because I pasted this.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe it's not yet
You
saved.
save it, yeah. You need to save it.
Okay. All right. So let's place it separately. Okay. So that's. Oh, hold on. I think, yeah, maybe it's already right because I've got two projects anyway. So let me delete one of them. So where's the delete button? Okay, hold on.
I think that remove is the same thing as delete.
Remove. Or just let me see. Maybe this might. Yeah, maybe. Because there are two there, so maybe that might. Okay. Okay, that looks okay. Right. Okay, I think that fixes it. I think because there are two, so one of them was fine. So I have to put it on the two projects. So even this one is only that. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Pat. I think that worked actually. So Okay, so we'll look at it next week when we meet actually. So with this solution actually, so like most of you have found out right now, that is what I said last week. So because it's a new version, it comes with its own complexity. This is the reason why people would not start using it until some people would, like you and me now, will serve as guinea pig to actually fix it. So yeah, so okay, all right, thank you everybody. So this is good. Any question?
Yeah, how soon are we gonna get a recording on this session for tonight?
The admin will try their best to put it up maybe 24 hours.
All right, that would be great. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if I'm doing the right thing, as I wasn't getting the error messages at all.
If you don't get the error message, then you don't need to get it.
But it's the same version that you chose that I chose. So I'm wondering, like,
yeah,
why
but
I
to be
didn't get.
honest, you don't need to. You don't need to. That's the beauty about development actually, because there are a lot of variables that we have. Your own computer is different from my own computer. So there are a lot of things that would kind of determine it actually, right?
Okay.
So I don't. Yeah, it's the same way because it works on my system doesn't mean that it's going to work on other people's system as well. All right, and that
Thank you.
No worries, sir.
Yeah, Deji.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we are closing now. I just want to share my screen because I've tried to download mine, but what I can see there is quite different from yours. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or to install again. Can I share my screen? Is that okay?
Okay, please quickly.
Maybe you have to stop yours.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So let me know if you can see my screen. So can you see my screen?
Yes, sorry, something went wrong.
Yeah. So on this page, I don't know if because it's telling me setup completed with warning. So it's telling me all this maybe did not download. I don't know if to start all over again.
Okay, can you close the screen, please?
Stop sharing.
Okay. So can you launch it? Let's see what you have when you do launch.
Though maybe later, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So change that general to C# before you go ahead.
Okay, so. So what next?
Yeah, continue with our code at the bottom.
So this one I've got.
Yeah, then you need to continue from there.
Okay. So it's okay with what you think so far?
I think so. I think it should be fine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jen.
Okay.
Just remember to add the extension, the Specflow.
Yeah, sorry, where do I do that? Because I'm
You have to
just
go
going
to
on and on.
extension at the top, the menu bar, there's extension.
Extension. Okay.
Manage, yeah.
Okay.
In the search bar on your right corner. Yeah, type Specflow.
Specflow.
Make sure it's on online. Choose the online installed on your left at the top. Yes.
Online.
Yes.
Yeah, it's online.
It's
Well, I
online.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no T there. It's spec.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
spec. Oh, sorry, I'm just.
Specflow. Yeah, that's the one. Anyway.
Yeah.
This first one.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much.
So close it and close Visual Studio for it to install properly.
Yes. Can that be modified?
Modify, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Deji, while this one
Yeah.
is going on, can I quickly ask a question?
Please.
You know the page where you select C#. So if you forget to select that one and you left it in general and you carry on, is there a way you can go back to select it?
I think that you should still be fine anyway. It's not going to actually cause an issue. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. It's taking ages.
Hold on. So waiting for the following processes to shut down before continuing. So you need to shut down those processes. I think Visual Studio is still on, right? So you have one Visual Studio instance. So
this one
running.
Now
No,
this one
not
is
that
it?
one. That the one. Close that one. Yeah. Close the. No, you see at the. Yeah, close that one. Let's see.
This one.
No. You see, there's one down, right? Down. You go to your taskbar at the bottom. Your
This
taskbar.
one.
No. Taskbar. Down. Your bottom. Yeah. Down. Press your mouse.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That one. Yeah. Close that one. Okay. Then go to the last one. Yeah. I think it's working now. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to delay you guys. Okay.
Yeah, then close, then then after that you start. So I think that should be it anyway. Okay, all right, guys. So thank you so much. All right, cheers. Yeah, bye.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.